Welcome back to the Black Hills and Eastern Railroad, everybody. Today we are cutting firewood over at my dad's place. We're getting an early start on the 2025 season, and he had an ash tree taken down a couple of weeks ago over at his place. It had a little bit of a lean over the house, and he and I weren't comfortable taking it down ourselves. So he had a local tree service in that took it down for us. They have the equipment and the know-how and things like that. And I specifically requested that they leave the firewood poles and they chip the rest, and they actually chipped probably bigger stuff than I would have had them do ordinarily, but we're going to use those chips for firewood or for mulch, tree mulch over here at our place, and probably my dad will do some of that the same at his place. So this is ash firewood we're cutting here today, and you might know in southeast South Dakota, the emerald ash borer, that little pest from Asia, is coming through, and it's really running through us like wildfire here right now. And we've got a bunch of ash trees that got to come down. I wish they were standing green. As coveted as their firewood is, I'd rather have them standing up. But since they do have to come down, we might as well get some heat out of them. And so that's what we're doing. My dad's going to burn these for indoor heat at his place, and I'm helping him out by getting those logs bucked. For this task, we are using my Stihl MS-291 chainsaw today. This saw has a displacement of 55.5 cc's and produces around 3.8 horsepower. The MS-291 was introduced in 2010, and it was offered as a replacement for the MS-290 as a more powerful and fuel-efficient machine. I purchased this one in about 2014. This saw does take some licks for not being more powerful for how heavy it is, and it is definitely not a limbing saw. However, this is one of the bigger homeowner saws in Stihl's lineup, so it was at the time probably the biggest saw that I could afford or I could justify it. Ash trees are being decimated in this area by emerald ash borer. It is estimated that once a tree is killed by the bug, it will take around 10 years for it to fall over if left to nature. We prefer to get some heat value out of that tree instead of letting it rot. In this process of bucking this log, we are cutting most of the way through the log and then rolling it over before cutting the remaining little bit of wood. This avoids getting the chain in the dirt, which dulls it very quickly. The MS-291 that I'm shown operating here in this video has not exactly been trouble-free, but most of those problems originate with the owner me. It's been a good saw overall, and I intend to try to keep using it for many more years, many more seasons of firewood processing. For watching, guys. I hope you leave us a comment below if you run your own firewood heat operation like us here in southeast South Dakota. We appreciate hearing from you. We hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. You don't get a whole lot fresher than that.